go. Game 2, Heat 2. The final week for Fall Skirmish here at Twitchcon. If you're here in San Jose, make some noise, please. There we go.
I love it. I'm sweating because of how passionate I am for this. And
I can feel it, Jack. You see a bus from the northeast corner going down to the bottom middle there. Trajectory that's going to put a lot of players on the east and southeast sides of the map. You have people that are most likely going to stretch across the top. But like we were talking about last game, Leaky Lake, Tilted Towers, Pleasant Park were all completely unoccupied. You even see on your screen there in the top right, 2 llamas are located relatively close to previously unoccupied locations. Maybe somebody spots one in the flyover. The last one is in the southwest corner of the map. You know, they're just north of Flush, south of Shifty Shafts. We'll see. You see that pack over Tilted right now. Imagine if all those teams had the same thought of nobody went there last time. We might as well drop in.
No. No way.
Is he? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Every person just flew over it.
Tilted yet again, unoccupied on the drop.
Every single person just flew over Tilted. There was just 14 people flying at it. Okay.
Here it's Salty. A couple teams drop it in. One up on the little mountain to the north there too. Psalms. We have Lassus and Top Gun. Top Gun already topped off on shield. Maybe a lucky pair of big shields or a Chug Jug. Some gray burst fire from Lassus. Just kind of warning his opponent, please stay away. This is my house. Here we go. Cut back over to his teammate. Gross going to try and clutch up. Gets popped out of midair.
Is he dancing?
Are you kidding me?
Please tell me someone just started dancing.
Do you see the snipe distances on that in the feed? I think that was a 14-meter snipe. This game for them, it doesn't mean it's the end. Here we go. Here's that. Here you go, Jack. Ooh. Oh! 18 meters. My apologies. 18 meters.
Or now in Greasy Grove. Very, very hot landing, it appears. Zakumi and Zedrin bouncing around in a little bit of an awkward fight. Nice shot on the demand. First knock, second one.
14-29.
Got him.
There we go.
Zed Beast down, 2 quick elims.
Going to be picking up a pair of eliminations there, but they're not the only team there.
See, what's so funny is like Just Moon and Shadow in the background. Like, I'm surprised they're not going right at this.
They had to have heard the gunfire. Now it's an opportunity to push in. Psalms, 1 HP and a Dream out there, just taking long-range shots of that heavy snipe. Farico trying to do right by his teammate. Dark Ops got eliminated. There we go.
And there they go. The quick elimination comes on in. Back on over now to Jezelus.
What a name, Low Ground Pump Bot. Love it.
And that's exactly where he's playing. He's on the low ground right now. Shots coming on in. They've been tagged up. Razaru trying to go for their first elimination of the game. There's the help from Bogdan. And that heavy sniper just on the other side of the hut. There's the finish.
Just Moon caught in a 1v2. Rockets coming down from above too. I believe that's Chop It Down's teammate Hogman up top. Secures that elimination on Just Moon. Gets the double.
Chop It Down and Hogman in a build battle. One of the first build battles we've like truly seen. I feel like they're in the same build. The trap goes down and oh, he's going to get absolutely housed by these. Chop It Down should be dead. Hogman now trying to get out with his life. He doesn't have much to his name. A couple rockets. The basic pistol.
Just we laugh, but they do doors and then replace them, because if you put a window there and someone is hard scoping you and takes a shot just the right time, you have created an opening. A door doesn't do that.
Tips of Lupo. I didn't know that. I like it.
That's why they do it.
I like it.
You put a window, and the reason that they do it that way is because you know someone before that put a window in and got sniped in the face.
And then thought, I should start making doors.
I should probably have done a door.
As these build battle fights are so different now, instead of teams going to the fall ground and just knocking it all down, they just won't get them very far. The team will just fly away. So now it's like more of a standoff type thing because everyone can just be in the same builds. Fall damage is no longer a thing, and
78 left, a minute 24 till this circle closes, and Zextro and Vinny are going to have to move out soon. They don't want to get too far ahead of potentially the team underneath them. They do have a launch pad. They can just ramp up if they feel like they have enough materials, but they're going to wait, try and get an angle from the side.
Freezy just got ripped up. Look at that. From 200 down to so little. Freezy now knocked.
It's like Vinny might have tried to box him in there
Vinny hears him right above. He's looking for the opening. There he is. Nice elimination. The shot in the air. Vinny.
He's trying to rotate away.
Well done. 2
elims there. It might not look like it, but trust me, the glider is out.
The glider was working. The glider was working. As the build battles in Tilted Towers continue.
Tilted. Look at the left side building of the L's is completely bricked now. Somebody owns that. It's not even the original building at all. I think the entire inside
new owners came in and they wanted to change the aesthetic.
Kind of clashing with the other side. Surprised that didn't get replaced too. You have a structure built up, multiple here. We call that fish building. My nephew's actually pointed that out because the top looks like a goldfish. Have you ever seen that?
No.
That red brick apartment it looks like a fish. Approach it vivid. See a number of teams still just on the edge of the river there. The top center of your screen. Turkey Lips and his teammate. Outlet. Boja Vivid waiting. 20 seconds left. A minute and a half. The Make It Rain bonus. Still only $10,000. But if it's a tie, rolls on to game 3 of Heat 2. Will become 20,000. Still teams rotating out of Tilted. Landjock, Takata trying to get a top down on somebody underneath him. The feed down below. Chef Strobe will pick up a couple of eliminations. Hart and Salt. A little back and forth there as Hart gets eliminated. Takata and Landjock, though, still just waiting. Starting to drop grenades on the structure below. See if they can shake somebody out of the building. There we go. A rotation. Now's the time to take those shots.
Oh, my gosh. He just skated on out of there, taking damage.
Those preemptive grenades. He's chucking them. Basically, Takata's trying to wait for this player underneath him to lead into the grenade that he dropped. It didn't work out. Whoever that is underneath him stopped building and built into a 1-by-1 to just wait a moment.
There are about to be 64 players on Leaky Lake. 64 players on Leaky Lake in the next few moments. Landjock at them. I'm wondering if they just dive right off this. Start flying around.
They have an opportunity to. They're going to have to move from where they are right now. It is not safe. They have a lot of locations. Here we go. Do you drop on a structure, or do you go straight into the lake and build up, Jack?
I think they're going still with structure because they have the high ground. So them falling down just those few tiers, they still have the high ground in this area. So they're big chilling right now. 62 left. Oh my gosh, I just saw the mini-map. Look at this.
It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
No one wants to go in the water. So there's like 50 players on the outskirts, and the zone just moved right back to this whole pile at Tilted.
This is going to be an absolute mess. Players are going to have to start rotating early if they're on the north side. But they have the opportunity. They can use the wind and just fly in. Takata actually blocks a player from dropping in on top of him right there, just barely at the last second. Looks like he put up a floor and caught them.
Do you, if you're on the island, do you take the boost? Well, it's actually out of the zone. I was going to say, do you go for the boost launch and go super high up and just float?
I take it last second.
But remember,
and wait.
You have to go to the zone for it, so you already start taking damage from the zone. Then he does 30 more damage to your health. Is it worth it to take 40 plus damage to get that extra high up lift?
If you have a buffer of HP, it could be a strategic decision that puts them so high above the rest of the teams that they can wait.
They just
for things to play out at least a little bit. Let some movement happen. Let some people build up some locations while they rotate. Lamar.
The zone is moving, folks, and it is an all-out sprint. Lamar trying to push forward. You hear the footsteps all around, the high footsteps, the low footsteps. Hogman gliding on in. Lamar gliding on in. Everyone trying to push up this hill. Oh, my goodness.
Using each other's structures, too. Lamar taking a little bit of fall damage there as he builds up. Everyone's kind of utilizing the same. It's all part of the same build. It's one giant mass of building. People are going to start editing windows and taking shots. Hogman there doing exactly that. Looks over to his teammate, a little chuckle there. He has one Splode left in that rocket launcher. Green pump, green SMG for a weapon swap. J-Truth and Wild's going down. The winners from the Make It Rain bonus last match.
Poach and Vivid, you see right in the heart of all that building. Razaru with the window, still 51 players. What is this zone? Oh, man.
Look at the next movement there, far east.
And here's the thing, what's crazy about this zone is that closed, and now there's 23 seconds, and then boom, it's an all-out sprint. It's just an all-out sprint. Vivid gets a knock.
What? Jack, I can't read any of it.
That looked like an old X6, language that's been retired. No one uses it anymore that I just couldn't understand. That was Latin.
It's Sanskrit. Something.
Sanskrit. Here we go. Here we go. Poach played themselves, and Vivid's dead. What was that? Poach and Vivid are now down. Razaru gets ripped up down to 45 health. He's going to stop for a second, pop these minis.
10 minis.
Already 10 players have dropped on this rotation.
37 left, 40 seconds till this closes, and here we go. People starting to move across. Using the north side is pretty exposed because of the previous rotation. They don't really have to worry about anybody being just out there. They may drop in from above if they're trying to get if they're trying to rotate away from too high up above the structures. Just shots from Windwalker. At this point, everybody's going to start moving side by side. Yeah, you kind of have to decide whether you want to build against that or take the opportunity to fire on other teams rotating, which is going to end up exposing, you're going to expose yourself to others taking shots too. Top Gun taking out Fake Jesus in the feed. Zakumi lost the Storm, as we've seen a number of players lost the Storm so far. Nolan, Calebur. Blood taking out Pain Top Gun. Tyvik at the feed, and Nick.
And here we go.
Duo there.
They're just going to float. Look at this view.
No reason
They're going to the lake.
Calm, cool, collected look at his face.
My goodness.
Nolan, I don't even think he's bothered by this. He's just thinking,
well, no, at this
point,
the thing is, no one is looking up at these points. Everyone's so focused on themselves. They have no time to look up. Look at the absolute insanity that's going on in the middle of this. All the builds, all the views, people finally dropping on down now. The zone closing on in. Down to just about 14 people left in this one. Shots all around. We're right above Leaky Lake. Kevin looking on.
Like Salt goes down. He had a quad just before that and was spraying in on the structure being built by his opponent. Kale, Nolan still alive.
Oh, that storm damage. It's hitting for 8.
Starting to eat through the materials here as Nolan, his teammate, is knocked underneath. Horrify gets him with an SMG. Goes for the save, though, and might actually be able to pick it up. The Storm's going to tick Nolan out, though. Looks like he's going to be down to just Calebur all by himself now. 9 players left, 30 seconds. 7 players left, 28 seconds.
5 players left now as people continue to drop. The zone moving closer and closer to its final destination. You see blood on the bottom. Calebur all the way up top. Sia trying to shoot this player down. Hasn't had the chance yet. Top Gun staying close, continuing to just crawl on through. Not trying to be a hero. 5 eliminations already. So you think that's 2 points. Did Lasius maybe get a limb or 2? Who knows? You've also got to realize going for top 3 will earn you another point. This is it.
Squeezes his way in. The last 5 players, they might not even realize that I believe there's still one very high up above. Top Gun gets eliminated. Theodar, Kevy's teammate. Dr. Chop from above gets another one. Picks up a back-to-back there of different teams.
That's a point now, at least. Trying to go for the no-scope for the heavy sniper. Now dropped on down to the water. An elimination onto Windwalker. 1 versus 1. 2 players in total. He's got no healing. It's desperation at this point. He's swimming. He's got no chance. He's trying to stay alive. He's now been glided on. The shot comes in. Is it enough? There it is! 4 HP for Calebur as the victory comes up. Don't get knocked by it, right? Here, not the case anymore. Here it is again. Look at the timing on that. And the pop-off for good reason. Sia had more health. Sia would have been able to live longer in the zone. It does not get closer than that. It seriously does not. 1 more second, and that win is completely switched.
The other way around.
Sia wins it.
What's so crazy about what you see on your screen is, if you look at the point counts in the eliminations, you have 10, 4, 7, 6, 5, 8, 7, another 8 and 2 7s at the bottom there. Because of the way that the zones have played and the number of players that have been alive each time, I honestly can't really nail down where some of these eliminations points have come from, with the exception of at the end of last game, Calebur, while